Welcome back to the show. Well, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and did you know that only 15% of domestic violence shelters in the United States allow pets, and almost half of abuse survivors, about 48%, will delay leaving their abuser if they can't take their pet with them into a shelter. So we are here today to talk with Emmy Award-winning talk show host Tamron Hall and her Bernedoodle Exodus, who are shining a light on this area of abuse and what is being done to actually keep the pets and people together. Welcome, Tamron. Good morning.
Good morning.
Look, we're here. I'm so excited to meet you in Exodus. Oh my goodness, this is like a dream come true.
Oh my gosh, that is so sweet, Noah. Thank you.
Yes, I have been watching you ever since season 1 of the Tamron Hall Show, and you just inspire and light up my world, my friend.
Oh my gosh, that's such a huge compliment. Thank you for that.
Yes. So in case viewers are unaware of October is Domestic Violence Month, domestic violence isn't really a topic that I feel is nearly discussed enough. But can you tell us a bit about your advocacy work for domestic violence survivors, Tamron?
Absolutely, Noah. You know, I opened up a few years ago about the loss of my sister, the death of my sister, and during her life, she experienced domestic violence in her home. And I really didn't know at the time how to be there for her. I was there absolutely for her, but the right words and the right approach, I didn't know. And after her death, I started to work with different organizations who were really changing the conversation. For so long, Noah, people would say to someone, can't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? And we've learned that that is not the way to approach the conversation. And we've gotten better at, I think, supporting survivors of domestic violence. But over the course of talking out and speaking out, I learned about Purina and Red Rover and the Purple Leash Project, which was mind-blowing to me, a journalist of 30 years, and I had no idea of the challenges that shelters face around the country, that they would love to be able to take in family pets like the one I have here. This is Exodus. She's my 7-month-old Bernedoodle, my son's first dog. You know, you have domestic violence shelters around the country for families, but they can't take in dogs or cats because they don't have the equipment, they don't have the infrastructure. So the Purple Leash Project helps get grant money to these shelters around the country so that they can have, you know, areas and spaces for dogs and cats, and family members don't have to leave them behind. Half of the people who are in homes, Noah, where there's domestic violence, delay leaving because they don't want to leave their pets behind. They're worried about their pet's safety because some of the abusers threaten the pets as well. And they worry about leaving their loved one behind. So we're making sure that that roadblock is one they don't have to worry about.
So just out of curiosity, Tamron, why did you want to get involved with the Purple Leash Project?
Well, because I felt like it was an underreported fact, right? I'm a journalist, and when someone tells me no one knows about this problem and you can help, I'm in. And it's something that we were able to make change with almost instantly. We're about just at 15% of the shelters now having the equipment they need to support pets. Now the goal of 2025, 25%, that's where we have our sights set on. And you know, you've been doing this. People pitch us on ideas all the time. But when you see a pitch and a plan that's working, right, and that can save someone's life, I had to get involved because I know that this is something that we can change. We don't have to just sit here and talk about it. We can do something about it. So we're asking people to go to purpleleashproject.com to see ways they can get involved, including posting on social media and spreading the word, because I'm telling you, this is something that we can do together, and we can save lives together.
Well, when we come back, we have more great conversation with Emmy Award-winning talk show host Tamron Hall about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Stick with us. Welcome back to the show. Well, today we are talking with Emmy Award-winning talk show host Tamron Hall about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So, Tamron, to our viewers watching this morning, as we discuss this, important topic, how can they help the cause and spread awareness in their local communities? Tell us more.
Yeah, tell people about it. purpleleashproject.com. I posted a couple of pictures on my social media of me and my son Moses and Exodus. That's how we're reaching people these days, right? You go on your social, you go on shows like yours, and we talk about it. When something is complicated or tough, right? I recognize that it's not the thing that we want to talk about, but sometimes we have to have these conversations. And this is an example of a conversation that we have to have. We owe it to people. 1 in 3 women, 1 in 4 men will experience some form of domestic violence. That's our sisters, our brothers, our moms, our neighbors, our colleagues, and in some cases it's us. And so this is not an isolated thing. It crosses race, gender, all of that. This is a problem that impacts all of us, and we can do something about it.
Now, Tamron, how has the Purple Leash Project really impacted the survivors out there and the pets within the last year in itself?
Oh, wow. I've seen firsthand. I went to a shelter in Texas that have become pet friendly. And, you know, who doesn't warm up when they see a cute dog or a cat? And you see kids, you know, who don't have pets, and then suddenly they see the pets and they're like, oh my gosh, and we know that that pet is with a family. So I think it changes the whole environment. It also shows, you know, those people who are on the front lines that are manning the phones, you know, and helping and bringing in these families, that we're there for them too. You know, we talk about the families, but I can tell you, I talk all the time with people who work at shelters and help out. They need our support as well. So it changes the whole trajectory, and it changes I think the dialogue, because it's one of hope, right? We're getting that roadblock from in front of you so that now your future, the happiness you deserve, is within reach.
This is all such great information to be talking about this morning, Tamron. Now let's talk about your daytime talk show, the Tamron Hall Show. Yes, it's currently airing in its 4th season. That is amazing. So by far, what's been your absolute favorite part about the talk show? And is there still, you know, a dream guest that you're hoping to have on the show someday?
You know, I love that question. The best part of the show is that we're just, you know, I tell people it's like brunch 2 mimosas in, and the people you don't like are gone, and you're really there with friends, and you can just talk. I love it. I love the Tam fam. I love the audience. I'm a people person. I love hearing about the journey, whether they are someone who is a person who lives their life in the public light or not. I love to know who you are, and so much of that is our show. It's inspirational. It's the backstory. Even when we're talking, I just had Jenna Dewan on. And, you know, we can all talk about the fame and this, that, but how did you get there, right? How many times did somebody tell you, Jenna, that you couldn't do it, and you did it, right? And so that's the spirit of the show, but I love it. Dream guests, wow. Oh, I don't know if I have a dream guest. No, I have a dream feeling. I love when people come to play, and I love when people come to talk, because I've had celebrities that I interviewed in the past, and they didn't want to talk about anything, or like just want to talk about their project. I'm like, listen, this is not the place for you. If you want to come and have a conversation, and it doesn't have to be, you know, negative. It doesn't have to be scandalous, but just be the person, that kid who maybe saw a movie and say, one day I can do that. Because that's inspiring. I heard Josh Gad recently, I hosted a Disney Legends event where they honored some of the best and brightest of Disney stars: Anthony Anderson, Tracy Ellis Ross, Idina Menzel, Josh Gad. And I heard them all get on stage and receive their awards and talk about being kids who could dream big and who dreamed of the lives that they have. So, you know, that's my dream. It's a dream feeling, not a dream guess per se.
Right. Oh, I like that. I like how you said that. You know, I think that you should have Wendy Williams on. I think that would be a great conversation.
You know what? I agree with you. You know, I've been very open about my respect for Wendy and the fact that she stayed on for 10 seasons, a woman in a chair. And, you know, and as a mom, she juggled it, and my heart goes out to her, and we have friends in common, we've met, and I think she would be a phenomenal guest when she's ready to tell her story, when she's ready to talk about it. I hope that she knows that she can always trust me to be that person.
You are the safe place for her, and I think that you would do a phenomenal job with having her on for the full hour to tell her story.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we hear that she's in, you know, currently in rehab right now, so we hope she's getting the help that she needs. We love Wendy. We send our love to her. So,
you're right. Wendy's a legend, and she did something that few people could. She stayed on for 10 years and gave a show to her fans that they loved, and our thoughts are always with her.
Absolutely. Very well said. Lastly, Tamron, you inspire so many women out there to be themselves, and I think that your show is the voice for young and old. What is something that you really learn every day from doing your own show?
Oh, that I learn every day? Wow. You know, you're not alone. No matter what you're going through, you are not alone. And I learned that betting on yourself is something that we talk about, but we don't often do. And I would not have this show had I not bet on myself. And that doesn't mean that it's always going to be a success. You know, I've got my 2nd Emmy. I never imagined that. But I think that when you bet on yourself, whether it turns into what you hoped it would be or not, you took that chance. You know, that's why we love Hamilton. I'm not giving away my shot. You know, that whole song from Hamilton, because so often we give away our shots, and don't give away your shot. Just go for it.
And by the way, I love the dance video that you posted on your Instagram of you and the audience dancing. I'm like, look at y'all go.
We get it. So when you're in New York, come on over. We get it down. You don't listen. Our commercial breaks should be a show.
Oh my goodness. You know what, Tamron? It should be an after show. Maybe you can put that on an after show.
Thank you. I'm going to have to steal that idea, Noah. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I have to come to the show. I've always wanted to come see you. I got to come see you live.
Come see us live.
Well, Tamron Hall, it's been so nice to have you on the show this morning. By the way, for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, where can our viewers and listeners go to help the cause and spread awareness? Tell us the website.
Thank you. PurpleLeashProject.com. Head on over to the PurpleLeashProject.com. My pup has her leash on, and get more information. And I love you guys, and thank you so much for your support.
Thank you. Be sure to check your local listings, everyone, for the Tamron Hall Show airing weekdays. You take care and have a great day, my friend.
Thanks, Noah. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.